Hello and welcome to the weekly Asylum and Immigration Reform Recap, where I share with you 5 recent stories of interest for asylum seekers and those wanting to stay updated on immigration news. This week, we're discussing
Immigrants are fueling the U.S. economy, a new study shows. Texas has militarized the border, as seen at the infamous Gate 36. More asylum seekers are failing their credible fear tests. A controversial Texas immigration law was blocked by a court. A judge criticizes the government's conduct in a Trump-era case.
I'm Brian Manning, and I used to be an asylum officer with the government, but now, as an asylum attorney, I help immigrants all over the country to secure their future in America through asylum. All right, let's get to the news. First up,
in a groundbreaking revelation defying election season narratives, immigrants are fueling the U.S. economy by starting businesses at more than double the rate of U.S.-born citizens. The striking analysis, courtesy of a new study by UCLA, highlights immigrants' unparalleled 0.67% business startup rate in 2023, juxtaposed with the national average of just 0.35%. Furthermore, Latinos are leading the entrepreneurial race, outstripping all racial and ethnic groups with a 0.6% rate. Despite challenges in accessing capital, Latino entrepreneurs are not just thriving, they're significantly contributing to the economy, with Latino-owned businesses injecting an impressive $800 billion annually. Their ventures have seen a 25% growth rate from 2019 to 2022, showcasing the potential of immigrant and Latino businesses to reshape economic landscapes. This surge underscores the critical role of diversity and entrepreneurship in bolstering national economic growth.
And up next for update number 2.
Texas has militarized the border. Gate 36, a spot on the U.S.-Mexico border and once an asylum gateway, is now Texas's battleground against migrants, fortified under Governor Greg Abbott's orders. This zone, echoing a high-security prison aesthetic with its armed guards and razor wire, has been spotlighted in national news stories, signaling a stark shift from welcoming asylum claims to bold deterrence. Abbott's Operation Lone Star epitomizes this change, deploying state resources to enforce immigration control, a domain traditionally held by the federal government. The initiative has sparked legal debates, notably over Senate Bill 4, which proposes state-level powers to arrest and deport migrants who do not have permission to be in the country. Amidst this, migrants, undeterred by daunting journeys and the militarized border, cling to hopes of asylum despite the increasing fortifications and legal hurdles.
All right, it's time for our third immigration update.
In a dramatic shift at the border, 40% of migrants in San Diego fail to meet the credible fear criterion essential for asylum, exposing a rift in the immigration saga. As per USCIS, a staggering 61,304 out of 154,595 interviews ended in failure to prove a credible fear of persecution, leaving their fate in limbo. Passing a credible fear interview is the first step toward being allowed to seek asylum. People who get a positive decision are often released into the country and will have proceedings in immigration court where they can apply for asylum and explain their claim. People who fail their credible fear interview, in contrast, may be deported imminently. The credible fear interview is meant to be a low threshold. It's a screening mechanism, and in the past, a much higher percentage of people passed.
By the way, if you want to stay updated on asylum and immigration reform news, then make sure to press the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss the next video. Okay, moving on, we're ready for update number 4.
In a blow to Texas's attempt to independently manage immigration, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals blocked a law designed for state authorities to arrest and deport migrants suspected of illegal entry. The ruling underscores the federal government's exclusive control over immigration matters, sidelining Texas's Senate Bill 4. The decision, reflecting decades of Supreme Court guidance, reiterates that immigration enforcement is exclusively in the federal domain. There has been a whirlwind of litigation around the law at issue, with it being blocked by the courts, unblocked, and blocked yet again. This pivotal case not only emphasizes the legal boundaries of state versus federal powers in immigration enforcement, but also symbolically represents the ongoing national debate over immigration policies. It marks a significant moment in the complex interplay between state aspirations and federal authority in the realm of U.S. immigration law.
And finally, our 5th immigration update for this week.
In a dramatic turn in a California courtroom, a U.S. district judge sharply criticized the Department of Justice in proceedings related to waivers for a travel ban implemented by Donald Trump, with the judge accusing government attorneys of careless and obstructive conduct, thereby hampering justice. This ruling breathes new life into a 6-year battle for those affected by the ban, offering a glimmer of hope to approximately 41,000 non-immigrant visa applicants previously denied exemptions. Despite the government's backtrack on a promised resolution, the judge's decision not only certifies the class of visa seekers from predominantly Muslim countries, but also chastises the government for its litigation tactics, marking a pivotal moment in this prolonged legal saga. This certification could redefine the legal landscape for thousands, setting a precedent for how governmental promises are upheld in court.
And that concludes this week's immigration news. If you want to win asylum in the United States, then you should call my office today. We help people all over the country, so it doesn't matter where you are. Call us now to schedule an asylum strategy session so that we can assist you in securing your future in America through asylum. Again, I'm Brian Manning, and it's an honor to serve you in your immigration journey.